I hear about what the police did. Just know you will get some street justice about this, you hear me?
I just want to pay off my debt and then get back to my normal life. Now that I'm home, it's time to get back to work.
I'm gonna ask you one more time. How are we gonna fix this?
Yes. My apologies for that. Yes. So salutations, everyone. Thank you so much for coming through for me, showing up for me one more time for another great interview. My special guest that was actually a clip from one of his many films called Tales of a Hustler Part Two, and it's actually three installments to this. And the part three just came out recently. Make sure you check that out. It stars O'Shea Russell and Crystal the Doll. So make sure you check that out. My special guest, I am so honored that he decided to join me in my little piece of platform. So I had to make sure I put on my bra so I can be presentable enough to just be occupied in the same space as a true OG. To me, I think he's the Mario Van Peebles of our time, so to speak. So I just am looking forward to having a conversation with the writer, director, producer, ultimate filmmaker, Mr. Silk White. Here we go. And yes, there he is, Silk White in the building, the legendary award-winning Silk White in the building. Yes, so thank you again. Oh, no, you can hear me? Oh, interesting. Let me see here. My mic is connected. Let me check the volume here. How about now? Now? No?
You want me to come out and come back in again?
Yes, please. Yes. So yeah, because my mic is on. So hopefully him going out and come back in will resolve the issue. But yes, I truly, like I said, I look at Silk White as the Mario Van Peebles of our time. If you familiar, I mean, you got to be familiar with Mario Van Peebles, the legendary director, writer, producer as well, ultimate filmmaker who was responsible for movies like New Jack City, Posse, um, the remake of Sweetback, that was directed by his father, the late Melvin Van Peebles. So he is coming from a great line of filmmakers. So I just wanted to kind of plug that in there. So I hope that the volume is better. Oh, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, great.
Perfect.
Yes. So yes, I was saying that I refer to you as like the one of the OGs, and I really think of you as the modern day Mario Van Peebles. What you think of that?
Appreciate you, man. I like that.
Yeah. Because
Anytime we compare to the greats is a good thing, man.
Absolutely. Because and that goes to show you your work doesn't go unnoticed, and also your work, you don't take it for granted. And I'm elaborate on that.
Yes, ma'am.
When I say that you don't take your work for granted because you take it seriously. Not many filmmakers do that. And I'll be honest with you. No shade. Because and like I said, I always shout out Tubi because the platform as it is, it showcases a lot of different talented filmmakers where it won't get them that much of a network backing of other bigger networks. So Tubi is, that go-to space for a lot of filmmakers like yourself. But there are some that need to be more excuse me. I think they need to be more into the craft. That's why I said what I said.
So I totally understand.
Okay. Yeah. So I like to start from the beginning, but before I start from the beginning with you, I want you to kind of give a bit of a synopsis of what Tales of a Hustler is about. I saw all three, by the way, but I want you to give a brief synopsis before we get into your background about Tales of a Hustler.
Oh yes, ma'am. So Tales of a Hustler is Basically like a love story, but it's kind of like
Toxic.
urban. Sorry, it don't have the fairy tales and stuff like that, but it's actually a very good show and a good story. It's about a pregnant lady who was in an abusive relationship, and she, as she transitioned out of one relationship, she ends up in a new relationship with another man. He's a great man. He's everything she could ask for. He just happens to be a drug dealer, and she don't see eye to eye with that, and they just keep it going and get into it without giving away too much.
I got you. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, because but make sure you watch it. And that man you're talking about, he ain't that good. He was trifling too. But anyway, but they stay the course, okay? They stay the course. But that's all right. You can cap for I'm talking about I'm referring to O'Shea Rose's character, you guys. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. He wasn't. I mean, did he have a side baby? I mean, I'm sorry. I won't give too much away, but he did have a side baby. Though. He did have, he did.
That's crazy. Yeah. But yeah, check it out. Whoever haven't checked it out, it's free on Tubi. I can check it out. It's all free. Type in Tears of a Hustler 1, 2, and 3 will pop up, or you just type in Silk White and it'll pop up.
All pop up, exactly. Yeah. So Silk, I want to kind of, like I said, I love to hear people's backstory because I don't, it never starts in the middle.
Yeah, never.
There's a past. There's always a past, right? So I know you came from some humble beginnings. So can you give me a little bit of your childhood? Did you was raised single parent household, 2-parent household, siblings, cousins, friends around, community? It was like neighborhood. You had hopscotch, skelly. Did you have those? Did you have those type of experiences? I mean, did I bring you back? Did I bring you back to penny candy stores and bodegas? Did you? I don't know if you have bodegas. I mean, where are you from actually? Where you born and raised?
I'm from New York.
You are from New York. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm from New York, man. I was born and raised in the projects, Dykeman projects, actually.
Dykeman?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
There, I have 2 brothers and a sister. My mother used to indulge in a little bit of narcotics back in the day. Full pastor now, so.
Oh, shout out to mom. Okay.
Yeah, clean for years and years, but for my childhood life,
it was hard. It was back then. It was and we'll get more into that still. But go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Let's finish.
So man, just came from there. Gang infested schools. I went to Kennedy High School, John F. Kennedy High School.
Okay, good. We'll get to that, but not high school yet. But but thank you for telling me that. I was going to ask you what high school you went to, but but I want to get more. I want to dig a little deeper because, like I said, the childhood experience, and especially you said you from Washington Heights, and that's Dominican country, by the way. There's a lot of Dominicans that live in Washington Heights, Upper Manhattan, So Dykeman projects, and so so you had the pissy elevators, you had
that's every project though,
mattresses by the dumpster, but it also wasn't. I mean, so give me your take on, because you mentioned also that your mother was had a history of substance abuse, and just real quickly, I just want to know, did you reference that in your movies, that experience?
Maybe dibble dabble a little bit, but I never went into like a full story about that because.
Oh, okay. It was too close to home.
No, not really. I just like to do stuff that's entertaining. I just need to entertain people. I don't want to tell like my my life story or stuff I've been through and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I want to just entertain people. I watch a lot of movies and TV, and I like I watch stuff and it's like, it take a while for it to get going and stuff. And then the last 20 minutes is good. So I just try to put together a good story that's good from beginning to the end. So people don't have to be bored or, I want them like, I can't go to the bathroom if I might miss something.
You missed something. Yeah. That's so true. So so going back. Okay. So we're going to go back to, your upbringing. And so, so how was that like for you? And was she a single parent? Was your father around? Okay. No. All right. So, was your father around?
No.
Oh, at all?
A little bit here and there, but not too much.
Okay. So I'm gonna touch on that too, but I want to get into, because your mom being a primary parent in the household, and she was dealing with her, her demons, right?
Mhm.
So how did that affect you? Were you the oldest? Like, where did you fall
Yes,
with
ma'am.
your sibling? You were the oldest.
Yes, ma'am.
So, and that's the thing too, because that's so common among us in our generation because when you have that type of experience, that type of
Mhm.
background, you're put in that position to be the man of the house, which you shouldn't
Correct.
be.
Correct.
You shouldn't be, right?
Yeah.
But but that's the card that you was dealt, but no fault of your own.
Yeah.
But that's how it was for you.
Yeah,
So
man.
now, yeah. So tell me that experience of your mom, like I said, struggling with her demons and not being able to be present,
Yeah.
emotionally, mentally, for you and your siblings.
Yeah, so she wasn't like that, it wasn't like see her for 3 days. She wasn't like
Oh,
that.
she was. Oh, okay.
No, she wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? It was just like noticeable, like, oh man, she high and shit like that. And
Mm-hmm.
it was cool, man. It was kind of like normal. It was like a normal thing, man, because when she was, she was using it with all my friends' moms as well too. So so I was
Right.
like a kind of like a normal thing. So when you young, it's not, you don't understand really what's going on, so you just go through it, and there's nothing. Uh, that's pretty much it, man. I don't do no complaining or nothing like that. I just
Oh, you didn't. So
mm,
even as you got older, like, just kind of touch on a little bit as you got
mhm.
older, you didn't have any type of resentment or you felt like being put in that position. Did you get to have fun? Did you get to experience,
Yeah,
childhood things
hmm
you did? Okay. What are
yeah.
some
So
of those things? What are some of those things you enjoyed? I know you said you enjoy. Okay, let's get to that because I'm,
mhm,
the TV,
yeah,
TV and movies were your thing. So what are some of the things you enjoy watching growing up?
I watch a lot of stuff, man. I like Menace to Society, man. I watch all of the Boys in the Hoods, the Juice. I used to play a lot of video games. I was like a video game head and stuff like that. And when I got older, it didn't really bother me too much because once I got older and started living life, I realized how difficult things are and how easy it is to do that because a lot of people, they don't understand, they look down on people who actually like use drugs and stuff. But
Yeah.
in that time, I was born in the 80s, and that time, cocaine was the drug of choice. How everybody is smoking weed now, like everybody's
Yes.
now
Yes.
edibles or whatever it is, the same way they're doing now. That's just what they was doing back then.
Yep.
And
Yes.
so
Yes.
it's just the same cycle, just a different product that the
From
people
different,
use.
yeah, different
So
choice.
vaping and all of that stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like the same stuff because my mother had me when she was like 20, I think. So still learning and stuff like that. So it's not like
Mm-hmm.
like a full bad thing, like, oh man, drugs and stuff. But that was the drug of choice back then. And now today they have their own new drug of choice now.
All
So
kind of stuff, right?
it's all the same stuff. You know what I'm saying? Before that, then they had the dope and stuff like that. But
Yes.
that was what everybody was doing. So now it's like they got their weed, they vape, whatever it is that they're doing, the edibles, whatever it is. So
Yep.
I don't take nothing like personal, nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no manual on how to do things or how to raise children or how to
How to relieve yourself
survive.
from
Yeah,
stress and,
correct,
because, it's all about the self-medication.
correct. And when everybody around you is doing something, you don't think you're doing something that bad because everybody around you is doing it. So you got to look at the
Right.
mindset of
Force of nature.
people and stuff like that. So I'm very like understanding and stuff like that. I don't like to just say, point the finger at people and stuff like that
Right.
because
Yeah, you non-judgmental.
yeah, you can't be like that, because
Yeah.
then
Yeah, I know. It's so, oh, you so nice. Oh, you so nice. Oh,
I'll tell you the truth.
you know what? I understand that, and I do so, and that's, you sound like a spiritual person, are you? I just want to
Yes,
make
ma'am.
sure
Yeah, yes,
okay.
ma'am. Yeah,
Okay. So yeah, because I mean, I do understand that, but we still judge though. We still judge.
yeah,
But I just call it observing. We gotta
yeah,
observe certain things because you
yeah.
gotta, even though I understand what you're saying, so don't get me
No,
wrong. I
yeah,
totally get what you're saying. And
yeah.
I try to, walk that path as well and try to be as empathetic because you sound like an empath to me.
Mhm.
So you try to be an empath, but you gotta also use discernment. You still
No,
gotta use that
myself, you gotta
discernment.
use your brain and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah. Mhm.
I have a
Yeah.
strong understanding of like how things work, how
Absolutely.
people do things. I come from a project where everybody is smoking a joint or drinking, sipping something, or it's something for everything. So it's like I understand why people do these things. I
Yes,
understand these things and stuff like that. I paying attention. I keep my eyes
absolutely.
open.
I
You
can
know what I'm saying?
tell.
I know what's going
Yeah.
on.
Mhm.
Nobody about to play with me and not like that. But I just
Yes.
understand people and
You
stuff.
aware.
Yeah,
Yes, yeah, you gotta be aware. And so
yeah.
you being aware, like, so growing up, you had so it tells me right there that you had a lot of preparation for your material. You had a lot of preparation.
Correct.
And so,
without me even realizing it.
yeah, right. At that time, no, you didn't realize it at that time.
Yeah.
So like, let me ask you, how many years apart are you and your siblings?
5. One is 5. One is like 7, and the other one is like 9.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. You have baby siblings?
Yeah. I have a baby
Oh,
brother. I'm the oldest. So I have a baby
right. But
brother.
I'm saying, but I didn't know they would ask, you say, are you saying that their ages or how far apart in age, they
How
are?
far apart in age?
I'm about to say, wait a minute.
Yeah,
Okay.
no.
I
How
was
far
like,
apart
wait a
in
minute.
age?
He said,
Not like
I'm like,
5
wait a
years
minute.
apart.
How you grew up with? I was like, okay. Thank you for
No.
clarifying. Okay.
In age wise, 5 years apart, 7 years apart, 9.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for clearing that up.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So do they so your younger siblings, do they look to you as a father figure at that time? Did they look to you as, that person that they, as an influence to them?
Not really, man. It's just like, that's just my brother. It wasn't nothing like, I got to be the man or how, even though that may be what was going on, I might have been too young to realize that I was just doing, what I'm supposed to do. The oldest, make sure everybody has time to go to bed and little stuff like this, little stuff you're supposed to do anyway when you like a big brother and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah. You was, helping out, helping,
Hmm.
your mom out,
Yeah,
with,
of course.
some of the responsibilities. All right. So let
Mhm.
me ask you, so we're going during that time, I get you were saying that, okay, I mean, you may say that, you're not an influence to them, but I think you are. I'm sure you are.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe, but they might not want to tell you, but
When it's your family,
maybe.
they don't really.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, they don't. And it's so funny. And I always, and I've been, it's been coming across my mind lately about how the way family revere us versus the outside world. You
Correct.
think you get more praise from your family more than the outside. It's so crazy to me. Like your family take you more for granted than anyone else. And that shouldn't be.
You just faith to them. You know what I'm saying? You ain't
Yeah.
this and
Yeah,
friend.
ain't that something? Yeah.
That's
So, yeah.
it's,
So now I'd like to get into the elementary school and junior high school of it all. So because
yeah,
that's why I said I always tell people that I interview that is when that's when you have self discovery. You're
yeah,
right. You getting more into your
yeah,
puberty and your anatomy. You're
mm,
humping in the staircase and your
yeah, facts.
the school lunches and
Yeah,
just
you know what I'm talking
maintaining maintaining grades and tests. Like you just really,
about. Yeah,
just
facts.
feeling yourself out. So
That's exactly what you're
give me,
saying.
yeah. So give me what
So,
you're saying. Give me your take on elementary and junior high school. I want to just
yeah, so the
yeah.
elementary school and junior high school, man, I was just a good kid, man. I got good grades and stuff like that.
You did
I
okay.
used to play football and stuff like that. So, I was on that. I was working out, well, fake working out and stuff like that, trying to, play football and stuff like that. I didn't really have
Oh,
too much
okay.
in elementary school and junior high school. Things
Oh,
didn't start here to high school.
so you saying that you were you playing football at that time or you did it later on?
No, I was playing football
Because you
like when I was a younger kid. Yeah, when
younger kid. Okay.
in middle school. Yeah,
Middle school. Okay.
yeah,
And that's so dangerous too. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, man. We was getting it popping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, so you played well. What
Yeah,
position? What was
I,
your
I play linebacker and I play cornerback because it was like Pop Warner, so you could play multiple positions. So I play linebacker and I play cornerback. I like to like tackle and stuff like that.
okay. Oh, you were
Yeah,
that strong, huh? Okay.
nah, just
So
plain
let me
exact.
ask you then.
Yes,
Yeah, so I want to ask you. So you say you got good grades, you're able to
yes, ma'am.
balance out. What
Hmm.
did you do any other extracurricular activities other than football or just the football at that time?
Nah, just a football at that time.
Okay.
Wasn't too
And
much.
so what are some of the things, if you can remember,
Mhm.
what are some of the things that you've taken from elementary, junior high school with you throughout life? What, do you remember like what are like some of the key things?
Nah, not really.
You know, yeah,
I remember what I said from football though. Discipline. You got to have
you
discipline
just
if you want to be
mhm,
successful, and you got to be able to take coaching. When the coach is telling you something, you got to know how to listen because
mhm.
coach is there to do is even though you're the one playing, they're watching, so they could see stuff that you can't see because you too in the middle of it. So you got to listen to what coaches and mentors say. So when I got up there a little bit, I had to get mentors and things like that, and I got to listen to them because they have more knowledge of the game than me, and that's whatever game you in.
Absolutely. And I know that, of course that, that's very
Yeah,
important for later on in life that we're going to
correct.
talk about. when it comes to your career. Yeah.
Correct.
So now, and you said you went to JFK High School, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And so, and that's another component of self-discovery, because
Correct.
self-discovery in junior high, elementary, totally different from self-discovery in high
Correct.
school. Totally different. Yeah.
Yeah, correct. So this is
Yeah.
when I became the businessman and the drug dealer and stuff like that. So
Oh, that's when you got okay.
yeah, so started like in junior high school, but then when I got to high school, everybody know me now. Everybody know like if you need this and the third, still got this and the third. So I was in it just to get girls and stuff like that, make money and just chill out and stuff like that. I wasn't
Oh,
in
so
it.
you were in that you were doing at that time?
Yeah. I was like, I'm not playing
Oh.
football no more and stuff like that. I need to get paid and stuff like that. And then
What made you okay, so let me before I'm sorry, pause real quick.
yeah.
So I want to know like how did that start for you? Like when did you start and or why did you feel the need to do that? Why did you feel the need to feel like you needed money at that time?
So, for people who don't live in New York, what I'm saying, it's like a really fast place when
Yes.
now everybody may be caught up because of the internet, but back then it was no internet where
Right,
you
right.
look at people who live down south as slow and stuff like that, right? Like it
Yes,
was a
yes.
little bit faster, right? So everything just moves so fast, you know what I'm saying? So just seeing people get money and do stuff and have nice stuff. I just wanted nice stuff. I wanted like nice Jordans and I just wanted material things and stuff like that. And, my mother couldn't afford it and stuff like that. So, I'm around this all day long and stuff like that. Like I told you in the beginning, you grow up in the projects, everybody's gonna have something, drinking something, smoking weed, whatever it is. So the whole fucking community is, that's why it was like a normal thing. It's like, it didn't seem like nothing to me because everybody else was going through the same stuff. Like, we all the
Yeah.
same. So
To some
now,
rice,
yeah,
right.
looking back, it's like, damn, that was crazy. But when it was happening, it didn't seem like really nothing. So I just see stuff. I see people making money and stuff like that, and I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to, do the same thing and stuff like that. And I just went about it the right way and stuff like that. I didn't
Yes,
come.
that's right. So somebody put you onto it, and
Correct.
so
Correct.
right, and so I'm wondering, like in high school, and I know that you being around, you
Hmm.
know, the users and the sellers, you being around them,
Correct.
so that prepared you more to how to, because not
Correct.
everyone is street smart. So
No,
let's just put it, not everyone is street smart,
at
and a
all.
lot of times people want to, kind of
Yeah.
hustle the way you did, but
No,
don't know anything about it. They put themselves out there and put themselves in danger, their family in danger. So were you ever concerned about that at all? I mean, I'm probably not, but I just curious.
I was definitely concerned, man, because the
Yeah.
more I did it, the more I got bigger and stuff like that. I got like big time at one time and newspaper and all kind of
Yeah.
stuff. So went
Oh,
to
using
jail.
a newspaper?
Yeah, went to jail, everything. So it was
And
different.
this was a high school still? You was a high school still when
No,
that?
I got kicked out by this time. I got kicked out of
Oh, and what grade?
10th grade. So
Wow.
high school is ninth grade. I kicked out of 10th grade, and then from there, just out a full 100%
He was full time.
business,
He was
business.
full time self-employed. Self-employed.
Yeah.
So,
I was always taught that if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere, and
yeah.
that still
Yeah.
remains to be true.
But that,
So
but Soka's not telling you to do that, ladies
no
and
way,
gentlemen. He's
no,
not
I'm not.
you to do it. No, you
No
can
way.
make it legally, and you
Yes.
can make it legally.
So let
Yeah,
me tell you about
yeah,
that. I had to learn these things, and if I knew what I know now back then, I
yes,
would have been super rich way a long time ago. You understand what I'm saying?
yeah,
Because
yes. Let the people know. Yes.
what I've learned is not even hard to do this stuff. Like this stuff is like I sat down with a mentor, man. I met this guy. My brother was like, "Hey, this guy bought a mansion in the hood. Man, you need to meet this guy and stuff like that." I
Mm.
know him. He's cool. I met him and stuff like that. And I said, "Man, how you doing? What's going on?" Because he had like slabs of marble. He's like, this slab
Ooh,
came from Africa, and this
ooh.
wall in museums, and I'm like, why? How you getting all good at this?
Sounds fancy. Ooh.
You're doing all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't selling no dope. You ain't doing nothing illegal. And
Hmm.
I mean, that and actually just gave me the game and stuff like that. And I couldn't believe how simple it was.
What
You
was
know,
it? What do you do? What was what do you?
uh, I mean, it'll take a lot to break it down to you, but it's basically buying assets, basically. So instead of buying all this material stuff and clothes and all these pocketbooks and all this foolishness, right? Get your credit together too. Number one, you can't do nothing without credit. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
A lot of black people, they be like, they get the credit card, they just blow the money. They act like they got extra money and stuff like that. Get your credit right, number one. Number two is you got to do some investing. You got to get some real estate. You know what I'm saying? Because when you have property, so many ways you can make money off property. You can rent the property out,
Oh
right?
yes.
And you can get
Airbnb.
you can money like that, and also your property appreciates in value, and you can
So that's
raise.
what he. Okay, so we still on the mentor, right? That's what the mentor did.
Correct.
Okay.
He's just teaching me like you could take money out of the house and stuff like that, and use that money to get another house and do it again and again and again. So once you learn that, once I learned that, then I jumped into the real estate game and started buying houses and doing this and the third. And it's actually very, very simple, man. It's very simple, and I just want that, I try to tell as many people how it works as possible and stuff like that, but they say stuff like, it's easy for you because you got some money and stuff like that. And I'm like, well, I didn't always have no money, fool. When I started,
you just
you
right.
Like,
you did a little, but let me ask you. Okay, I'm glad you mentioned that, Sil, because I want to go back a little bit. So when you went, you went to jail, you got caught up, and you got caught up.
Yes,
how long were you there? Away.
I went to jail twice. Each time was 2 years. Each time.
Okay. Now, because I never learned the first time. That's always the case with Charles. That's always the case. I never learned. I always watch these shows. I'm like, I never learned the first time. But anyway, So, but before you got into the mentorship and before you got on the straight and narrow, I'm wondering, how did that lifestyle affect your family? Like, your household? Was it, because I'm sure they benefited. I mean, nobody gonna say that they benefited from bills were paid, you enjoyed the luxury, but there was also some cons to it. So can you share both?
So it's always good when the getting is good, and you got to go to jail, stuff like that. The good thing with me is that I had like a real system going on. So even when I did go to jail, the system was still rolling, so I was still getting paid and stuff, even while I'm in jail and stuff like that. So that's why when I got out, it happened all over again, because it just never stops and stuff like that. And
so you kept some of your money clean, like you kept some of your money clean, so to speak.
No, I wasn't there yet. I wasn't there yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't there yet. So
you stashed.
No, so I had the stash, and I was good when I got out. I was good because I was still making money while I was in jail. When I got out, they kicked back again the door with the battery ram, and they took all the money and shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? So I bailed out, and I just went on the run for 6 years straight. I was on the run for 6 years straight, man.
Wow, what was that like? You were fugitive. I mean, I know, like, you had to constantly look over your shoulder.
It wasn't that bad, man. It was actually cool. It is what I needed. You know what I'm saying? I had to be more conscious. I had to avoid situations because the people I was around was like full blood.
Yes.
And stuff like that. So do any
little about that life. Yeah.
So I had to get out of that type of stuff. So with me being on the run, if somebody did disrespect me or say something that I normally wouldn't go for, I would think twice and be like, because if I put hands on him, he gonna get out the next.
Yes.
I'm gonna be in. So
we have more to lose. Yeah.
Yep. So that kind of like helped me into controlling myself and controlling anger when people say stuff, and because some people they don't know, they just talkers. They don't know like what I can do to you and what I'm used to doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's just good that it happened like that, because you can't move in the real world handling your problems like that. And if I didn't go through that stage on the run, I might not have been successful.
You might have been molded, right?
When you do your business, people are going to play with you, and it's the softest people who gonna play with you. And you got that in your brain, like, nigga, this nigga, like what?
Right?
You can't react like that.
Like you don't know, do you? Like you have no idea.
So that time on the run helped me, to not get off of that type of stuff. So when I did get into the business world, it was a little bit smoother when people did try to play and stuff like that, especially people that's not built like that, and people who are street smart. They're trying to be slick, but you can't be slick because you don't even know how to. You're not even doing it right.
You're right. You don't even know how to maneuver. So so
it's like I see exactly what you're doing, and you know what I'm saying. Like I'll hurt you just for even trying to play with me like that.
Right.
And it got to the point to where it was just like, you know what I'm saying, like you can't handle situations like that and stuff like that. And that time being on the run helped me with that. You know what I'm saying? Because all those times I had to think before I did
You had
then
no choice but to think. Yeah.
instead of reacting off instance
Yeah,
or
you had to be proactive.
like I feel
Mhm.
offended. I feel like he's trying to play me or something like that. So it helped me.
Right.
Yeah, I
You
really
had to,
did.
right. You had to be more proactive and not
Right.
reactive. Yeah.
Right.
So when you on the run, like when, okay, so then can I ask you
Yeah.
this?
Of course.
When was this, when did you feel like it was safe for you to return? Like when you say you on, when did you,
Well, I didn't return. I got caught and I went to jail. And I
oh,
did my
that's the
time.
second time.
Yeah, that's the second time.
Oh,
You know
okay.
what I'm saying?
Okay. All right.
So I got out. I did my time the first time. I got out and stuff like that. Right back at it. Kicked the door down and stuff like that. People snitching, all this crazy stuff. Go to jail again. I bails out and I just ran. I didn't go to court, nothing like that. So now they got the fake bounty hunters and stuff like that. But
Mm,
really, what they do though, you're on the run and stuff, but they're not coming. Like they came to a few houses and shit like that, but they're not trying to really get you. Basically, you can't do nothing. That you can't get no job. You can't drive no car. You can't do
right.
nothing because any type of police contact and you got to show that ID or whatever it is, you're going to jail.
You're going to do right.
Yep. So I lasted 6 years before
I'm
I got.
surprised, and I'm surprised you only got 2 years the second time. I'm surprised.
Yeah, so basically, in New York and stuff like that, I know a lot of people don't know this because they're not in the underworld, but you can pay for time, right? Meaning, so
Okay.
they
Yes.
wanted,
Yes.
so they wanted to give me like 6 years because I was a flight risk. I jumped bail and all this crazy stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
They were saying 7 years. They said this in the third. So I told my lawyer, I said, look, man, I'm not doing no 7 years. Be like, fuck out of here. So I said, how can we get this to go away so it can't go away? He said, well, this is what I could do. He said, I know the judges. I go to lunch with all the people because they all were connected and stuff like that, right?
Right. They are. They are.
You just gotta have the right lawyer and know what's going on.
Yes.
And you gotta pay money. So when you are making this money, you have to invest your money, save your money. You can't just be out just spending. Because when something happens, you do go to jail. You like, oh, money,
Yes.
help me out.
Yep. Proper
Give me some
representation.
money. And
Yes.
nobody
Yes.
nobody around ain't got no money. You the nigga.
Yeah. Yeah. You got it. Yes.
You can't call nobody. So you gotta have your stuff together while you are doing this stuff just in case. So when it did happen, right, I did go to jail and stuff like that. I talked to the lawyer, he wanted 7 years. I said, I ain't doing 7 years. He said, I could get you 5 years, but you do 2 and you do the 3 on supervision parole. So when you get out, you got 3 years on supervision parole, meaning they come every week to your house. They it's stricter than just probate or regular parole.
It is. It is.
So
Yeah.
it was like instead of
It was like
7.
another prison.
Yeah, so it's like instead of 7, we get you 5, but you do 2 and you do the 3 on the outside on parole and stuff like that because now I had to pay a little bit more and shit like that. He might gotta. He said he gonna give niggas money, but he probably just kept it for himself. Do me a favor. You never know how it works, but he got it done. So
Yeah.
did my 2, and then I got out and had to do 3 on thing. And when I get out, they said if you do one thing wrong or any little thing, bro, you got to go back to do that 3. So this is.
You better get your it together.
Yeah, so before I took the deal and shit, I mean the plea and stuff like that, they said make sure if you do one thing, you got to do the whole 3. So if you know you're gonna get out and do the same thing over again, just don't even do the shit because that's nothing I can do out there. So that's when I got out and I was just straight, like what I'm saying from there. So I was straight already from when I was on the run. I was already straight for those 6 years when I was on the run. So it wasn't nothing for me to get out and stay straight. I didn't get out and then start doing straight. So once I was on the run, I no longer, did any illegal activities, so no drugs or nothing.
You just kept it straight and narrow. Wow.
I just
Wow.
left.
So wow.
Yeah.
So no wonder. Wow. So
Yeah.
yeah, some of your movies make sense. Oh, okay. Okay. I mean, you giving plots to your movie. Just some of your movies are already.
Yeah. So I had to get out of jail. Didn't have no work.
Yeah, that's amazing. though. That is amazing.
Yeah, my girlfriend at the time had to take care of me, man. I had no money and stuff like that. So it was
You really have to start over.
Yeah, it was definitely rough. It's not what I was used to. You know what I'm saying?
Right, absolutely.
This and third. Now your girl taking care of you, paying for everything. You feel like less of a man. It was a lot of stuff.
Yes. How did you handle that? Like, did you think that might have caused a strain in your relationship, or you feel like, that level of resentment, that insecurities? I know that can be a lot.
Nah, so I felt like that, and we was just cool, had a good relationship to where like even if we went out, she would give me the money so I could pay, so I could look like
right. Look at the
it was a cool situation, even though it was what it was and stuff like that. I respect it. I know I can't get busy, and she used to remind me that like, yo, if you could, you would, you can't, and it's just a constant reminder to have somebody, same page with you to,
Yes.
help you
Someone
do.
who's solid. Yeah, someone who's solid. Yeah.
Yeah, so where it's not an arguing and this and the third and no crazy stuff like that. It's um, actually pretty smooth and stuff like that. I didn't like it, but it wasn't bad. It was my own mental stuff. But
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
you
I
know,
totally understand that. No, I totally
yeah,
get
it
it. I
wasn't
totally
yeah,
get it.
bad.
All right. So around that time, you had your conditions, you had
Yeah,
stipulations when it came to
yeah, of
your
course.
law enforcement. And so that's when the mentorship came in. That's around the time when you
No,
acquired.
this is years later, man. I had I had started writing books while I was in jail
Okay,
actually.
yeah. All right. So yeah, so years okay, so so
Yeah.
let's start there
So
then. So
okay.
once you got I'm sorry, I just want to I want to establish a timeline.
Yeah, I
That's
got
why.
you. Got it. All right,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
first time I went to jail. So the first time I went to jail, right? I got beat up in jail. I got jumped in jail.
Mm,
They
mm,
put me in a box, right? So when you fighting and stuff like that, they throw you in a hole and stuff like that, right? So I had to go
mm,
to the hole. So I go there for 90 days, right? So I'm in the box, right? I never read a book before. I could read, but I thought books were like Harry Potter and stuff like that, right? And
mm.
some guy came through with the car, with the books on it through Donald Goins book under my cell. So the book sat there for like 4 days, and I just let the shit sit there, man. And then I was just so bored because there's nothing to do. You're just in there 24
Right.
hours.
Right.
They say 23 hours in one, but what they do is this is what people don't know. People be like, oh, 23 in one. What they do is you're in it for 24 hours a day. That 1 hour when you can go outside, it's at 4 o'clock in the morning. So most
Oh.
people gonna be like, man, hell no, I ain't getting up to go outside. And New York is cold outside, so you really stay in the joint 24 hours a day. But they gotta act like they give you that 1 hour for the law.
Wow.
But who wants to go out at 4 in the morning? They're not saying
Right.
12
Right.
o'clock, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you want to go out. It's 4 in the morning
Wow.
because the police don't want to be out there in the cold either. So if they know at 4 o'clock everybody's asleep, niggas ain't going outside, so they don't got to go outside. You feel what I'm saying? New York is degrees to Rikers Island. The grease
Check
is
Rockets.
like
Yes.
ever.
Worse.
So I finally read the book, and I'm like, yo, I didn't know this like a movie. Like, I didn't know they wrote books like containing to us. Like, guy was a pimp. His whores had
Yes.
to have his
Yes.
money. I'm like,
Mhm.
this is right. So then that's when the hood book started popping off
Yes.
the
Yes. Donald
Hud-
Goins, like you said,
Terry
Walter
Wood, and
Mosley.
Beat
Hmm.
More Cannibals and all of that stuff.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
I started reading all of these books and stuff like that while I was in jail, and I was enjoying it. It's like making the time go by. And then I was like, yo, my life was pretty interesting. I think I could write about my stuff and stuff like that. So I wrote like 2 books while I was in there.
Wow.
Yeah, excuse me. And then when I got out, I
What
published.
two books? What books were they?
One was called I forgot the first one because I never did nothing with that one. But the other one I did something was called Married to the Streets because I was in my brain like Married to the Streets.
Right.
So I did Married to the Streets, and when I got out, I published it on my own, self-published stuff, and I was selling copies.
Pause. All
Yep.
right. So, self-publishing, hard to do. So I just I want to check. Tongue tied. I don't know how that happened. I was on a roll too. Okay, so now I want you to give an audience, a little bullet points of how and I'm someone else self-published as well, or someone I interviewed with, and I was like, I want to get your perspective on some cliff
Yep.
notes on how how you went about the whole process, the
Mhm.
process of self-publishing. Can you just give a little bit of a
Yeah, of
bullet
course.
point?
Yeah, of course. So when I got out, I had this book. I thought it was good. I let a bunch of people read it. They told me how good it was, and I sent it off to the publishing houses, and they sent me a letter back saying, "Thank you for your submission, but unfortunately, we ain't
Yeah.
taking
Mhm.
time." So they turned me down. So I had no choice but to do them all. So what I did was I found a graphic designer who do book covers. I got to do a book cover and stuff like that. And from there, she said, "Hey, who's formatting your book?" And I was like, "I didn't know I need to get it formatted."
Right. You
She
didn't know anything about that.
so
Yeah.
she hooked me up with the formatter and stuff like that. The formatter lady was like, "What is it? Edit it?" And she knew somebody because she formats, so she needs it to be a certain way. So they all was kind of like connected, and they kind of like worked with me like that. Like this one did the cover, this one did the format, this one did the editing and stuff.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So it worked like that. And then I had to go about getting the books printed up. So at first, I had a company in America, and they was charging me, I think, like $6 per book to print it up. And I think like $8 per book. Sorry, and we would sell the books for like $12, so we would make like $4 and
For the
stuff like
profit. Hmm.
that. saying? So we started doing that. So when I went to jail the second time, right, I went on a run. While I was on a run, I was still writing books and selling books as well. You feel me? And then while I was on the run, I wrote Tears of Hustle, and I published.
Mm.
Yeah, so I did all the stuff while I was on the run.
Ah. Wow,
So I
this is
built
oh,
up.
this is I'm loving this. Thank you. I have to tell you
So,
so far. I'm like, I'm
mhm,
really loving this.
mhm.
I'm really
so
enjoying this. Yeah.
So there's a hustler while I was
Yeah.
on. I published while I was on the run. So while I couldn't get a regular job, I could still sell the books because back then it
And
wasn't
you were
Kindle.
doing well with the books? You was doing well with the sales
I
of the
was
book?
hell yeah, I was making so much money.
Really?
This
Where
is
would
when
you go? Like, where you go to sell them? Like, how did you go about that process?
I'm telling
You
you right
know,
now, right? So I first I got the books, right? I got the books and stuff like that. So then I got Tears for Hustler, right? I'm like, yo, this the one right here. I'm gonna go push this one right here, right? So I got the
why that
books.
one in particular?
Yeah, I just felt good about it. I felt like
Okay.
I was getting better as I was going along and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And people who did read it was like, "Yo, this is really good" and stuff like that. So, but
Mhm.
I went to 125th Street and they had the Africans at the table with the books, right?
Yes. Yes.
And I went to every table, man. I gave everybody 5 books, man. I said you can keep it. They was like, man, we don't want to buy the book because they only wanted the ones that everybody was buying and stuff. So I said, hey, you can have the book, keep them, put them on the table. If they don't sell, don't worry about it. If they do sell, you have call me and I'll bring you more. That's it. So I went to every table, went to
Wow.
Queens, the Bronx book, man. They had everybody and stuff like that. So I did that. And I think the very next day, everybody called me like, "Yo, let me get 20, let me get 20." But now when I bring 20, they gotta pay me for the 20. You know what I'm saying? So now it turned into the book was so popular that
Ah, that's amazing. But
yeah,
pause real quick right there,
yeah,
because I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to.
yeah. Now you good.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that a lot. I'm just letting you
You
know
fine.
now, Silk. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
doing that a lot
yes,
because
ma'am.
there's certain
You're fine.
gems I'm getting, and I want
Mhm.
to get more on it.
No,
So
you're fine. Yes,
so
ma'am.
yeah, this is more for me than for them. I'm just letting you know.
No, you good. You good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
no, you good.
yeah. So when you saying about how you was giving books for the street
Yes,
people to
ma'am.
sell out in the street.
hmm hmm
How can you trust they was gonna give you money, Silk? How did you know to trust them?
So I'm gonna tell you now. So what I did was I
Yeah.
gave them 5 books for free. You don't gotta give me no money or
Okay.
nothing.
Oh,
If
okay.
these books
Okay.
sell fast, then you call me back. When you call me and I bring the next books, you got to pay me
Yeah,
up
you
front.
paid it. Oh,
Now
got
you
it.
pay
Got
me
it.
for the book because they didn't want to
Got
pay for
it.
the book. They was like, man, we only want the ones that sell. So once they sold, they was like, yo, let me get more. So now every week I was just doing pickups. I would go drop books off and pick up money. So every week it would be Monday. Every Monday I would come
Mm-hmm.
and I would come through with a whole trunk full of books and stuff like that. And I would drop this off to this person, get my money, go to the next spot, my money, drop books
Got
off.
it. Got it.
And then it started getting so big that people in Philly reached out to me like, yo, we want some books and stuff like that too.
Mm.
I said, all right, boom, now I gotta get on my business stuff. I gotta send an invoice and stuff like that. So now they did it
Yes.
up front, right? They don't know
Yeah,
me
they
for
ain't free. No books ain't free no more.
yeah, they don't know me for nowhere. They gave me the money up front. You feel what I'm saying? And I just had UPS come to the house because you could schedule UPS to come to the house.
Yes.
They
Yes.
come, shit up, and take the shit and ship to Philly and stuff like that. Then they went to Baltimore. Then it started going like that. But I was out and about doing stuff too. I was hitting up stores and say, "Hey, can I do a book signing? Hey, can I do a book signing and stuff like that?" And most people didn't know me at the time and stuff like that, so they said no. But a couple of people said yeah. And when I went to the book signings, man, it kind of really helped because back then women was reading the books, and
Yes.
when the women came, they said, "Oh, Silks is so fine, I'll buy anything he's selling."
Ooh.
So, yeah, so it kind of
Mm.
like helped me out.
Eye candy helps. But I
So,
wonder,
yeah.
I wonder if my mom read some. You know what? My mom's such an avid reader. She might have read
Mhm.
some of your books too. I'm just
Yeah,
thinking, I have to ask her. I got to call her, ask her.
yeah. Now
You know,
it was going
yeah,
crazy, and then I got
yeah. I
into
wonder. She probably read
journeys.
some of your books
Yeah,
too, and she probably didn't even realize it. Yeah,
mhm.
because
So
you
that
kind of remind me of Carl Weber. You know,
I
you
like
should be on his
however,
level.
I like
You need to be up.
yeah,
Right
yeah,
here, right here, like
yeah.
right
Now,
here with Carl.
however, wanted to get Tears of a Hustler, man. I told him I couldn't do it. You know what I'm
Oh, he
saying?
wanted it.
Yeah, it was already out. He wanted to like put a new
You
cover
want?
on it because
Oh,
he had a whole bunch of chain of stores. He had a whole bunch of like urban bookstores. He had all
yeah.
the bookstores. So when my book started going into the stores, like who is this nigga and shit like that? Because this shit is selling. Like let's try to jump on him, because he had all the bookstores. Like he
Yeah.
was
Mhm.
big for a long time. You know what I'm saying? For a long time.
But I mean, have you collaborated with him at all? You thought about collaborating with him? Anything?
No, I haven't collaborated with him or anything like that. But you know,
That
we
would be dope.
spoke and stuff like that. And I spoke to him on the phones through email and through his assistant. I think her name was like Natalie Weber or
Hmm.
something like that. So never nothing like that, man. But he been big time since back in the day.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
he been on point since back in the day. Shout out to Carl Weber.
yeah. Shout out to Carl Weber. So pause right there. So now, so
Mhm.
now, who is in when it comes to your being an author, who are some of your other inspirations? I know you brought us some,
No,
we brought up some past authors, like
no, no,
we talked about Donald Goines, Bmore
yeah,
Campbell, Carl Weber. Who are some
yeah.
other people that inspired you?
Man, listen, man. Quan is definitely a big inspiration, man. He's the one I read one of his books, and that's the one that made me like, dang, I want to
Oh,
write.
that was the one. That was the one right there.
Quan.
What was it about that book in particular? About what was
I
that
don't
about?
know, man. It was called Street Dreams, man. I don't really remember too much
Hmm.
about it. I know the guy name was Rio, and he it was like a love story, like a love story, man. And it was like gangster, but you like, dang, I hope they work out. It was like some stuff like
Yes,
where that
yes.
messed with the emotions, like even the tough guys, like, dang, yo, like he ain't have to do it like that. Like they still riding with him, he in jail, she's still coming to the death. It's like stories like that, and it was like just amazing, man. And then I read Al Sadiq Banks books as well, Block Party and stuff like that. It's really good books. And I read like Ashley and Jaquavis. I was a big fan of Ashley and Jaquavis. Jaquavis is my man too. Shout out to Jaquavis and stuff. They have some good books and stuff like that. Man, all three of them.
Oh, nice, nice. All
Mhm.
right. So I mean, this Tears of Hustler, this is like catapulting you.
Yeah, yeah, it's kind of fun. So
Yeah,
that's part two.
yeah.
But I did six parts to it, so that's how good it was. And
Oh, it's 6 parts.
it's 6 parts to Taste of Hustle. Yeah. So
Oh,
it's crazy, man. So everybody love it, and I saw like so many copies of this book, man. I saw like over 1 million copies of this book. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. So that's where you
So
start now. Now you're starting to
yeah,
feel more like a man again. Now your manhood is starting to elevate
yeah, I'm
now.
good. Yeah, now I'm straight. So
Yeah, yeah.
when I get locked up while all this is going on, then I get caught because now I'm buying
Right.
cars and I'm just out here acting a fool. Not acting a fool, but I'm out
Yeah,
driving.
because you're making a name for yourself. You it's going
Correct.
around.
Move
Hmm.
around, yeah, move around
Hmm.
and stuff like that. So I get jammed up, get pulled over. They check my, the ID, had a fake
Yeah, there's
ID.
already a warrant. Hmm.
Yep,
Hmm.
yep. So boom, I go to jail. I do another 2 years. This is when I get the 2 years and a three parole. But now it don't matter because I know when I get out, I'm good now. Because now while I'm in jail, right, I was still writing books.
Right, you're still right. You're still establishing yourself.
And
Yeah.
sending to my girl. Then my partner is getting the cover and publishing. They sending me the covers, through the mail. Like, I don't like this one. They send me three at a time. This cover's
Wow.
I want this cover right here. And then the book comes out while I'm in jail. So now while I'm in
Wow.
jail, when I get to the jail, right? Every jail I've been to, everybody got the books
They
and
know
shit.
they got the book, so they
And
yeah.
then
Wow.
they find out that it's me. They going crazy. Oh, that nigga's so good. Yeah. So I'm like, what's poppin'? What's going on and stuff like that. And then they like, I got a book and They say this all like that. And they moved me to another jail, another jail, another jail. Every jail I went to, they have books like every.
They knew you. Yeah, they knew you.
And they just didn't know it was me till I came in. They're like, yo, this the nigga. That's a nigga. Look at this nigga picture on the back of the book. And it's like, oh shit.
Yeah, like, oh,
You
that's
know?
him. Oh,
Like this
that is
nigga look familiar. Like,
wow. This is crazy. Wow, this is
they just
crazy.
telling me about the book from the front to the back. This one I knew. I was like, nah, this is good.
How did that
So
make you feel? I mean, that how did it make you feel?
I felt kind of like a failure because like you doing all this big stuff and you in jail.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel too good and stuff like that. But me, man, I always take the good. I find it good in any situation, even in jail, even whatever it is. So what I
Yes,
do, I'm in
yes,
my body, I'm gonna work out. I'm gonna come out with the six pack. I'm gonna come out shining with the glow and stuff like that. Like
yes.
I get right. So when I get out, I'm back like I
Brand
never.
new. You
You
brand
feel me?
new.
Like so.
Yeah.
Wrote books in jail, got them printed up. They came out of jail. They making money. The new books, everybody wanting them. Shit, while I'm in jail. So when I get out, I don't get out like flat broke and stuff like that. I got my business already. I got money coming in, so everything is cool.
Wow, that
So
is
now it's easy.
amazing.
Now it's easier to stay on the straight and narrow now because
Right. As
before
much right because you have
well
that.
before yeah, but
You have
before
that
I went
foundation.
in,
Yeah, you got
yeah,
your
I
foundation.
was already straight
Yeah.
before I even went back in. So
Yes. So
I'm
now
like,
you've been bigger now. Yeah. So
yeah, I
coming
got
up
rid of
from there.
all of
Yeah.
the
Mhm.
drug stuff and stuff like that. What I did was I just used what I learned in the streets and the drugs into the business because it's the same business. It's just
Right.
different product.
Right.
It's just books.
Absolutely. You
The
hustling books. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's just the
Yeah.
same thing. The same model. So re-up, supply, demand, this, the third,
Yes. Yes.
marketing.
Mhm.
So same.
All of
So
that.
yeah,
And that's the thing that I was telling when I was interviewing Nelson J. Davis, I was telling
that's my
about
guy.
that.
That's my guy, Nelson.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, shout out
I
to
like
Nelson J.
Nelson.
Davis.
He was in a couple of
Yeah.
my movies. I like Nelson.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. I know.
Nelson.
Yeah. So I was telling him about because he was telling me his story about as a child, like even as a kid, like in junior high, he decided to get a t-shirt business going on, and
Yeah.
and he was so innovative. And I was telling him that was the start of him branding and marketing. Some people don't understand that, they don't really realize that you doing your own branding and marketing.
Right.
And it started, and with him, it started earlier than that because he was telling about a story about his dad. His dad went fishing, and he said that he wanted a soda, and his father was like, "You got soda money?" You know how
Yeah.
parents, And he said, "Okay." He said, "Okay, you want soda money?" So he was hustling bait, fish bait to people. He was selling fish bait that was free.
You get
But the
it. So,
kid, but I guess him being such a cute little kid, God bless his heart,
fact, fact.
they would buy bait from him,
No,
and he
fact.
got the soda money.
Mm-hmm. No,
Marketing
fact.
strategy. I mean,
Big marketing.
how genius is that?
Super genius, man. Nelson's a very smart guy, man. Shout out to my
Yes,
boy.
he is.
If you ever get a chance to sit down with him and something, he's a very intelligent brother.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, but check him out. Check it out. I just sat down with him. I just sat down with him this past Wednesday. Wednesday. No, hold on.
Okay,
It
now
was,
I'm gonna check it out. So you good? You ain't got time.
yeah. Check him.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna check
check
it
him
out.
out. Yes,
Yeah.
please. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So when you mentioned that took me there because you
Yes.
talk about the marketing and you did all this on your own. But I also want to go back real quick because I want to ask you, how did you maintain your level of trust for certain people? Because when you're out there, your
Yeah.
trust is not always in alignment with
Yeah.
certain people. So how did you know who to trust?
Well, it's kind of easy because when I was selling the drugs, man, I had picked up this wonderful skill, and the skill was when I sit in front of somebody, I could tell in 15 seconds if they full of shit, they trying to rob me, they a gold digger, they are this, they
Mm-hmm.
they got bad energy. It's just something. So when I sit in front of anybody, I still use the skills. I'd be like I can see. I just listen to you talk for 2 seconds, and I'd be like,
Yes,
yeah, lying, yo.
that's where that discernment comes in. At
You
okay.
know what I'm saying? Lying, man.
Yes.
So, I'm good at judging of character and stuff like that. And also,
Good.
I make sure that I pick people who will do anything for me.
Because
You know
that's
what I mean?
very important. Because
I
you
need,
away.
yeah, I need
Yeah,
you to
when
get
you
your
away.
ass.
Yeah.
I need you to do anything like for me, because I know what I'm gonna do for you. I'm gonna effort you the long way. So,
Right.
I'll do anything for people who are in the corner and stuff like that. But I need to make sure you're gonna do it for me first before I jump out the window and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So even if you
Absolutely.
don't have much, or you give me that not
You gotta
much.
earn that. Yes.
Even if you offer, I ain't gonna take it anyway. But it's like, yo, you can just tell certain people they're givers and some people are takers. And I have nothing but givers around me and stuff like that because I'm
Good.
a giver and we just give to each other. No one's taking and stuff like that, you know. So
Yeah, that's okay. And
uh,
that's good. So I'm glad to know that because when you're
yeah,
away and you
yeah.
have all that going on and you have to make sure like, okay, who's monitoring my money? Who's got this going
But
on?
it's not
Yeah.
that too. It's like this, man. If you get around me, somebody got to vouch for you. You know what I'm saying? And whoever vouches for you, if something happens, both of y'all got to go. So whoever vouches for you, you better know they going.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So people are very selective when they vouch for people. So when they say I vouch for them, I'm like, all right, they must be solid because you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Feel me?
Yes.
So
Yes. So once you got, you got the book thing going on,
yeah.
you're marketing it like that's like just,
Mm-hmm.
it's hot, hot and it's on and popping there from there. And so is that where the mentorship came in at when it comes to the real estate and the
No,
investment?
that was later on too, man. I was doing movies and stuff like that
Oh,
as well.
he's doing movies already.
Mm-hmm. All right,
Oh,
so
okay.
when I was in jail, I read a book, Rich Dad Poor Dad, and he was telling about buying assets and stuff like that. So
Okay.
when I did get out of jail, like I told you, I had some money, the books were selling stuff like that. So I
Right.
went property, investment property.
Okay.
Because your money is like workers, man. The more money you have working for you, the more money they're gonna bring back to you, man. So
Absolutely. Absolutely.
and put it in something that's gonna bring in some more money. So the goal is to invest in assets that's going to bring you money and let that money get another one and another one, so the income every month piles up. So now once your income comes in without you not having to work, and you could leave your day job if you have that, or let's just say your bills. Let's say your bills are $5,000. Once you make $5,000 from not having to work, just from assets, your properties, your this, your that. Once you make that money, right, you are now financially free. So now you could stop working for money.
Yes.
Live that same
Yes.
style and stuff like that. So once I learned that, I just started like stacking the assets and investing and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And then once I was doing that, that's when I met the mentor, and he told me that I was doing
Oh, okay.
it the wrong way, like the long way. Like,
Got it.
he
Got
said,
it.
the way to do this, you doing it. It's gonna take you 50 years to get to the top.
Mm,
That way,
okay.
this how rich niggas do it. And
Yeah.
drop.
So can you tell me without I'm sorry, I mean to
No, you
cut you
good.
off.
Mhm,
Yes, I wanted to know without sharing your personal portfolio, I just
mhm,
wanted, from what you've learned from your mentor,
mhm.
can you give us, the audience an idea of what to, because we don't know what to invest in. We don't know where to start
Yeah,
with,
man.
or how
Just
to go about doing it. So
tell you
can you
right now.
give us
Yeah,
an
of course, I would love to, man. So the first thing is real estate, right? First thing is real estate. You got to get you some real estate and stuff like that, right? How you do that? How you do that, Silk? It's easy to do that. It's easy for you to say that. No, it's not. All you gotta do is get your credit together. That's all you have to do, right? Get your credit together. You can go get you a house, right? A first time home buyer, right? You could get something called a FHA loan, which first time housing loan people for
Mm,
the first house,
mhm.
right? Meaning you only have to pay 3.5%, right?
Okay.
If you get a house for 100,000, you only have to pay $3,500. That's what that means. You get a house for 200,000, you got to pay 7,000. 300,000, you know what I'm saying? Then you pay motherfucking 10,500. 3.5, whatever it is, the amount is 3.5. So go for $100,000 house, pay your $3,500 and shit like that, right? You get
Mhm.
the house. The mortgage might be, motherfucking $800. You feel what I'm saying? You charge the niggas $1,400. You're getting your $600 every month and stuff like that. You feel what I'm saying? But the trick is that let's say the house is $100,000. You tell them, yo, I got 80 right now, right? Mind you, got the
Mm,
loan for 100, but if you give them
right,
50,
right.
they only pay 80 for the loan. So now you walk in with 20,000 equity already. You feel me?
Mm,
So you walk in and you can come and take that 20 out. You could do a whole bunch of stuff with this
yes.
different like strategies that you could use and stuff like that. And every time that tenant pays the rent, is paying more of your mortgage now, which
More
means you
towards right. It offsets. Yeah.
stuff like that. Also, they have on E-Trade, that's the stock market stuff. You don't gotta even do stocks. They have bonds and all this other stuff that's low risk. You feel what I'm saying? So you put your money in the stuff, right? You might not make a lot of money unless you put a whole bunch of money in it, but you just keep on compounding it up, because if it's low risk, they're gonna give you a little reward. High risk, you get high reward, but it's dangerous. You could really lose your money.
Yes.
You don't
Yes.
that. So you want to do the low risk, but the low risk pay low. But as long as you keep adding to it, right, you're gonna make some money off of the stuff. And when you put this money in these places, the money's gone. You don't look at it, oh, I'm F that's emergency. I did it. Once you put that money in, you gotta let it
Right.
sit
It
there, make
sits.
that let
It
stuff
sits.
sit there. It's gonna take you about 3 years and stuff like that to do your stuff. The reason black people don't ever do nothing because they only know how to hustle. They want everything fast, like drug money. They want to scam.
Yeah.
They want it fast.
Yeah.
Take 3 years. They're like 3 years. Now, mind you, in that 3 years, they done got three
It
income
goes
tax check.
by. Yeah.
They done got three income tax check that they done blew. You know what I'm saying? They done did all this, messed up all this stuff.
Mhm.
All that
Yes.
could have been
True.
compounding up and stuff like
True.
that. You know what I'm saying? So you could do that. You could do vending machines. Vending machines cost $2,000.
Wow. Yeah. So that does okay.
Yeah,
Mhm.
ATM machines cost two thousand
Yes.
dollars.
My mom and I thought about doing that.
So,
Yeah.
so all you do is you get the joint right first. First is what you do. You scope out a place that don't have it, right? Let's
Yeah.
say
I
that
need a location.
let's say
Yeah. Yeah.
oh, my son goes to the play for the basketball, stuff like that. All they got in there's a water fountain. All right, nah, we're gonna change that. You know what I'm saying? Let me get the vending machine, you feel what I'm saying? $2,000 and stuff like that. Well, the bigger one might be 5,000 for the sodas and shit like that, right?
Right. Right.
So you get that joint, you put it in there, you tell the owner of the joint, yo, listen, man, I'm gonna give you 30%, man. I'm gonna give you 30
Mm.
month, whatever makes them give you 30%. It's free money to them because they already own the place.
Right. They don't. Right. Right. Or, you know.
They don't want
Right.
to work. They just getting some of your money now. You know what I'm saying? So you do that, but it's a work though. People don't want to do no work. They want it to be just so easy. Like you just plug it in the wall and it works. Nah, you got to go. Somebody might be like, nah, I'm not interested. It might be a Chinese guy like, no, I don't want that there. I bet you got to go to the next spot now. But as long as you do it, you're going to be fine and stuff like that. You get an ATM machine, same thing. You know, every time they take money out, they got to pay that $3 and stuff like that. That's your,
Yes.
you feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
At end of the month or something, you just say whatever it is I make, I do this. I break bread with you, this with the owner and stuff like that, just to set my machine here. And then that's like pretty much it and stuff like that. And also again credit, because when you do have good credit, get your LLC and get your EIN number and those things, because you can go to any bank and say, hey, I need money for my business, and
Right.
they're going to check your credit. You feel what I'm saying? And if you first you're gonna try to get in your business name, right? So your business is new, so they're not going to give you any money because your business doesn't have any credit.
It's
So what
risky. Mm-hmm.
they do is they pull from your personal credit. So as long as your personal credit is good, they're going to give your business anything you want. So this is what I didn't know when he told me, just go to the bank and tell them this, tell them that. And they gave me the money. I went in there and they just gave me the fucking money. So you tell them, hey, I want this and the third, my business name. They're going to run your stuff. Your business ain't got no credit. They're going to run your personal credit. So as long as your personal credit is good, over 700, they'll give you anything for the business and stuff like that. Now,
Right. Right.
this is where the stuff get deep at, because on the business thing, it doesn't count on your personal credit. So you could run a crazy bag, a crazy tab on your business, and it doesn't even affect your, personal.
Personal. Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you could go to the bank and get all of this money on this LLC, right? Then you could go get another LLC and do it again with the same bank. Same bank. Because all they're gonna do is run your credit. So you got to keep your personal credit good. And
Right.
how you doing stuff, man. So you gave me the game and stuff like that. It's a little bit deeper than that, but I'll take a long to explain everything.
No. Yeah. But no. That's good. That's good right there. I mean,
yeah.
because you gave us like a mini masterclass right there. So that's
It's definitely a mini, man, but listen to me.
yeah.
I've been
You
in
gave
jail
us
2
more
times.
than enough. Yeah. Trust and
Yeah,
believe. You gave us more than enough.
Listen, I'm from the projects. I've been in jail 2 times, 4 years out of my whole life. If I can do it, anybody can do it. You know what I'm saying?
Amen. Amen. Amen, Silk. So no excuses. That's what he's saying to y'all, everybody. He's saying no excuses, you guys. Yeah. So, but I'll go back to the real estate. And the one thing about real estate is that maybe I might want to do like investment real estate. We're not going to worry about being nobody's landlord, because to me, that's just a headache to have to deal with people having to monitor their rent payments and all that. You know how that is, or them destroying property and doing damage and just all that stuff.
Well,
So I don't like to interact with people that much. That's my thing. I don't really have as much interpersonal skills as you do.
yeah, well, they got listen. You got to have it if you're gonna get some money. First of all, you can put
Yeah.
in your lease and stuff like that. That's what the deposit is for.
Security.
Security deposit is for. They tear something up. You make a high security deposit. You got a nice house, the higher security deposit. You know what I'm saying? You could do it like that. So if they do break anything, they ain't getting no bread back. If you want your bread back, you better take care of the place and stuff like that. And you have your this is a little trick. You have your contractor guy, your maintenance guy. He goes every month just to change the filters and the air units like that. You just open the filter, take it out, and replace it every month, right? So every month he gets to lay eyes on the property and say,
Yes.
you need to get on.
Yes.
So,
Insider.
yeah, so it's ways around it, so you don't have to be like, oh, I don't want to deal with them breaking my house up. It's like ways around and stuff like that, because nobody's dealing with that, and nobody's like doing that like that. First of all, those are like crazy horror stories like that. But nowadays it's too
People are
much
crazy,
stuff.
so you know that.
Yeah, but you can't be too crazy no more like that.
Yeah.
They're gonna tell you lose all your money, and
Yeah.
you're not gonna be able to get a crib nowhere else like that, because once they do that and you got their information, they gotta do a background check on that stuff. You got information, you could put like, yo, these niggas is bad. Like, don't fuck with these niggas no more. They won't be able. It'll be hard for them to get another, place and stuff like that because of what happened and stuff like that. But it's not as bad as people saying make it seem and stuff like that. I think people who not in it, they have those stories like that. But the people in it, everybody's getting something. Everybody
because I hear because I've just knowing like a lot of people who deal with like people, like I said before, behind any rent or just have different issues with their tenants, and it takes a lot to evict them too. So you have to go back and forth to court, and you got the marshals to deal with, so I just think about those things.
It's a little 6 month period, ain't nothing too crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Little
Oh,
six,
all
little
right.
6 month, little 6 month process, and maybe about it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. But did you have those? I mean, so what is like, without giving away any names, of course,
No
but
plus.
what's some of the horror stories as a landlord?
I haven't had any yet. I haven't
You haven't
had
had
any.
any?
No, man.
Oh, well, good. Oh,
So what
that's
I do
wonderful.
is this is what I do, man. When I do pick a tenant, I make sure that it's a husband and wife, right? Not boyfriend and girlfriend. You have to be married because they are partners. You know what I'm saying? One income goes down, the other one got the other income, and I need two incomes in the house so that way I know that the rent will be paid and stuff like that. Also, I need
But there's
somebody.
some unmarried couples with two incomes. So
Say that one time.
there's some unmarried couples with two incomes.
Nah, so married couples usually stay together. The unmarried usually they can break up, get out my house and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that can happen with married couples too. But okay,
No, I'm just saying it's just like a safer bet on people.
okay,
And
all
if you
right.
got to choose between a married couple and a boyfriend and girlfriend couple and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
it's more stability. Okay, I understand. It's
Correct,
more stability. They got
correct,
more to lose because when you I got what you say because
correct,
marriage has a contract too, so
correct.
it takes a lot. I
No,
got
just
you. Got
little
it.
stuff you could do, like just
Yeah,
little
yeah.
and stuff like that, just to protect yourself and to assure that you always get your paper and stuff like that. Because
Hmm.
niggas don't got time to be getting put out on the street and they married and husband and they get kicked out and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And
And who wants that? Yeah.
yeah, and when you do your background check stuff, you see where they work at, you see what type of jobs they have and stuff like that before you even let them in the place. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and you meet the people. You could tell. Like I told you, just get them that
Yes.
scan.
Discernment.
Like
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
that they cool and stuff like that. And I asked them like, yo, what's your plans and stuff? It's like, yo, I just plan on being here for a year, man. Cause I'm gonna move on after this. I bet that's cool. You know what I'm saying? They in and out. So it's like, I bet they ain't here to break nothing up. They just a transitioning. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
You ask all these questions. I'm gonna be here for this and the third. I had too much stuff for an apartment, so I need a home now and stuff like that. And do you have a storage unit? Like I didn't know you bring all this junk and stuff. Then it's like, nah, I'll let you know. I'm not doing that. So you just know what you don't want, and you just
Right. Yeah. Your research. Yeah. Got it.
correct.
All right.
It's very simple. Yeah.
What we got so far from Silk White's masterclass is that the best way to invest is real estate, real estate, E-Trade, and that was like the main ones you mentioned, the real estate and the
Right. Vending
E-Trade.
machines
So
and things
that's
like that. Yeah.
right. All right.
Yeah.
So
That's just the beginner's level and stuff like that.
now that we got that out the way, you got your investment, you established yourself as an
Mhm.
author, you were able to, turn your life around after the jail and after you realized that
Yeah.
you wanted to go another path. So you went, your journey is going well now. You got um the book selling, you have the mentorship, you have the investments, you're building your portfolio, your
Mhm.
marketing, you still continue to brand. So what happens next?
Everything, man, it just gets bigger and better. Pause. And what happens is when you're doing these things, you start meeting other people who are in the same thing, and
Mm-hmm.
they're doing it bigger than you. And this is when you say, this third, and they give you all the game because you in the game. They don't mind telling you stuff when they see you in the game already. And so the people who I'm thinking about getting started. They're not gonna sit there for an hour and 2 hours and break it down to you, but you're
Right,
already in this
right.
shit. You got this many properties, you got that many properties. Word, oh snap, I bet. I can show you how to do this. You need to get the trust fund now, and you need to do this and that. And I'm like, okay, this is different type of money and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just about what you want to do, man. I'm trying to be the best at everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna stop. And I want to
Absolutely.
learn. I want to learn everything too. Like I want to talk to the people who have way, way more than me, and I want to learn. How did they do this and how did they do that? And this is what I'm doing. Am I on the right track? Or is it something I should be doing differently? To
Of
reach my
course, because
goals faster.
yeah, it's constantly as
That's
a
what I'm saying.
constant learning process.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. But I appreciate, because I'm learning so much today. So I mean, I appreciate that so much,
Yeah,
that you took the time to kind of break all those
yeah,
elements
of course,
down.
man. Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
So, but what happens? Okay, so what happened next for you? Like, once you got all that established, and when did you? Is that around the time you started making movies? Okay, what's the first movie you made?
I did a movie that nobody's seen. It's called No Way Out, and it's like the worst movie ever, man. But I
How did you
learned
know nobody watched it? How did you know? I didn't know that.
because I had like physical copies of it, and I sold like 5,000 copies, and that was it. After that, I did the next one after that, and I was like kind of ashamed of the movie, so I didn't sell no more than
No.
5,000.
Mm.
So I knew I could do. So I just didn't know, but I learned so much doing it. The first one, it was like horrible, and
Mm.
I did the next one, and the next one I knew what I didn't want in it.
You thought
From
about? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
Go ahead,
pausing
no, you
again.
good.
I'm gonna pause again.
Mhm.
Have you thought about re-releasing No Way Out?
No, 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 no. I think that's something
You
better.
don't really. You could tweak it. You got the
Yeah,
experience, Silk. You could always
yeah,
tweak it, and and you got all these heavyweights, under your belt, all these actors, and
yeah,
you know,
yeah, yeah.
I think you
I just
should.
left. I just left it alone, man. I'm more
I
to.
don't know.
I'm
I
more
just think you should
to.
reconsider. I think you should
I think I
reconsider.
never thought about it, but I'll think
Yeah,
about it.
because that's your original piece. You don't want to leave that out.
Yeah.
You could
Okay.
go. I think you should revisit it. Just think about it.
I think
Sleep on it.
I promise. I got you. I think about it. So I did that.
Yeah.
It was no good. So I did the next one, and it was much better.
Okay.
And
What's the next one?
say that one time.
Yeah. What's the name of the next one?
The next one was called Black Barbie.
That sounds
Yeah,
familiar. Is that on Tubi too?
it's on YouTube actually and stuff like that. Now,
YouTube. Black Barbie.
I didn't write that one, but I helped direct it, and
Director. Okay.
I was doing a little acting in it and stuff like that.
Mm. Oh, you do a little acting too. Okay. Okay.
I
Yes.
used
A
to.
little bit. Yes, I see you. And I see you do appearances in a couple of
Yeah, a little something,
your
man, a
movies.
little something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nothing too crazy.
Yeah. So that was your first directorial. Like,
Yeah,
so to
yeah.
speak.
From there, and I just learned from there. I just kept going, getting better and better from there and stuff like that. So
And so, how did it become the past? There's another master class. Okay, so now we get into the filmmaking aspect of the master
Mhm.
class, right? And I want you to give myself in the audience, bullet points on how you go about. And I know it's a lot that I'm saying, but just kind of condense it a
Yeah.
little bit. How the filmmaking process and how you go about. You got the script.
Mhm.
You do your writing.
Mhm.
You got the script. You have to do the casting, and
Yeah.
you have to get you have to hire people for certain
Yeah.
stunts and camera people. And
Yeah, no, of
so can
course.
you yeah and so can
Yeah,
you give us a little bit of
yeah, of course.
bullet points
Of
of
course.
the filmmaking process?
Yeah, so it's very tedious process,
It
man.
is. Hmm.
And this is when you came on the beginning. You said people are not serious. They are serious. They just lazy. It's a lot of work to do. So what you have to do is you have to write the script first. You have to, get you an assistant. You gotta have like an assistant.
Yeah, you have to have
They
help.
gotta
Yeah,
send the
yeah.
NDAs out. So when you send the script out to these
Yes,
people and stuff,
yes.
they can't share it with nobody and no stuff like that, right? Then you have to have a casting call. You have a casting call. You pick who you want. Oh, you give them the what you need them to do. You thoroughly let them know like what's going on. Is sex in here for this role? If you okay with it, you're not okay with it. X, Y, and Z. Let us know. Whatever. What's your limits? Whatever it is, whatever your concerns are. Right. We go about picking the people. From there, we send the scripts out to everybody, 2 months ahead of time. You feel what I'm saying? The deal is that you need to know your lines when you come on set. You know what I'm saying? Okay, what's going on? You need to know your lines, y'all. You got 2 months to know your lines and stuff like that. You understand what I'm saying? If you don't know your lines, you will be fired. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Or you
right,
won't be
right.
casted again and
Of
stuff like that.
course, of
So we don't have
course.
time for that type of stuff.
Yeah, time is money.
Yeah, next you have to get the locations. You have to get all of the locations where this place where this excuse me, where the film is going to take place at, and there are all these locations and stuff like that, right? So you have to pay for all the locations, get all the locations, get the scheduling. So everybody got to be on the same schedule because we're going from this place to this place to this place all in the same day.
Is that like a
So
call sheet type of thing?
yes, ma'am. So you gotta
Mhm,
definitely have a call sheet, but you have to have your stuff together first before you even
mhm.
put it on the call sheet. So you have to do
Got it.
everything twice, pretty much. So you gotta have everything intact, make sure everybody's available
Yeah.
on these days and who's available, all of this stuff. Then you create the call sheet. Then you send the call sheet out so everybody knows exactly what they're doing, what scenes they doing, everything like that. Now you have to make sure you get a caterer because you gotta feed everybody and stuff like that. And
Hmm. And
you have to have insurance. You have to have insurance. So if somebody fall down and say, "Oh, I'm about to sue the nigga still because I fell and
Right.
they tripped on their
Right.
own. They tripped on their
You're
own feet,
covered.
but
Yeah.
because they fell on
On your property. On your property.
on your watch
On
and
your
shit
set.
like that.
Hmm.
You know, you gotta have insurance and stuff like that. You gotta have everything, man. But just prepared and stuff like that for these people. And then when you get there, you gotta execute now. So
Yes.
now,
Yes.
people come and they gotta get their makeup done. You gotta get the makeup artist. You gotta get a hair lady because their hair got to look good.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
gotta get you a
Oh,
script
yeah.
supervisor, somebody who's gonna read the script to make sure they say every line that's they're supposed to say. You have to get somebody who just watches the camera, the monitor, to make sure that their microphone ain't showing. They
Right.
can't see nobody's reflection off the window or nothing like that. So you
Wow.
gotta have like a whole crew and stuff like that. But these people gotta be like
Very
dedicated people
professional.
because
Yeah.
it's a lot of work, man. To sit there
It
and just look at
is.
the monitor all
Yeah.
day,
Yes.
without getting tired. And
Yeah, it'd
yes,
be a lot going on. You could be, and you wear many hats. I mean, you ain't.
yeah,
You don't
man.
think you're just limited to just one role here,
Correct,
especially
correct.
behind the
So
scenes.
just stuff like that. I got a store runner who, if we need something from the store, we need batteries or something like that, or we need
Hmm.
whatever it is, and he just run to the store real quick. Like, and no job is too
Too
small for
small.
somebody. Yeah,
No,
no
it's
job is
not.
too small, man.
No,
You know what I'm saying? Because
each
those be
job is important.
those small jobs be the most important
Yes,
jobs. Like, I
it
just go to
really
the store,
is.
right? I need someone to go to the store real quick. No man want to
Yes.
go to the store. So it's like that job is the most important job. It seems like a small job, but that's
No,
honestly
it's very
the biggest.
important. Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dang, we need this wire burnt out. We need a new wire at Best Buy right now,
Hmm.
real quick.
Hmm.
Got to do it now. We need it. We running out of time. You got to go to the store now. Come back. So it's like all these little things and stuff like that. And then you have to work with the actors and stuff. When you meet some people, they bougie. They got attitude. They personalities. Might
Yes.
not match with certain stuff. They might
Yes.
be used to certain stuff on bigger sets. So you got to accommodate everybody and you know make sure everybody's good. Full
Yeah,
time
but
job.
yes, it is. It is. But thank you so much for that. I mean, another master class by Silk White, y'all. Purchase your
Listen,
copies. Yeah. Yeah. So I just want to go back to like, how did the filmmaking process start for you? How did you learn? Like, how did you learn it? What made you get into it? Like, what? I mean, it had to come from somewhere. So
yeah.
give me that part of yourself as
Um,
far as learning how to do that
most people who write books, man, they want to see they book on a big
on
screen,
screen. Mhm.
right? So that was me, and I didn't know how about do it. So this girl hit me up from Miami, man, and she was a big fan of Ted Lasso. She was like, "I love the book. You should do a movie about it." I said, "Man, I'm working on it, man. I'm trying to find a cameraman." She said, "I know a cameraman out here in Miami. He'll do all your whole stuff." Talked to the guy on the phone, flew out to Miami, a couple of friends, shot the movie. That's the first movie, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I actually learned, by doing it. Like, I learned what he did with the camera. I didn't like that. I didn't like this, So now the next go around, I could say, hey, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? The camera was too shaky, but it's a tripod. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like stuff I had to
So
learn.
you self-taught. You were
Correct,
self-taught. Wow,
correct.
that is amazing.
So I had to mess up that first movie to learn. Like,
Yes.
so when I see it play back, I'm like, why is it like that? Okay, now we need to do this and that.
Wow.
And the third, and I was so disgusted with it. I was like, I need to do over.
You
You know
do
what
it
I'm saying?
right.
And
That's
did
amazing.
do over and
Wow,
stuff
that's
like that.
impressive. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's really
And
impressive.
that's how I got into it. And that's how I learned and stuff like
But
that.
how did you know? Because that's not
Mhm.
easy. Like, like to be
Yeah.
that savvy with the camera. That doesn't just come out of, like how
So
did you
okay, got you covered. So boom, I had did like my I had did the first two movies, right? So the third movie, we had hired a new camera guy, right? He was pretty good. He was filming in Baltimore, so he was pretty good and stuff like that, right? And once we was done, he was like, I have your stuff done in like 30 days, edited and stuff
Mm,
like that, right? The stuff didn't get done until like 120 days. It's like, oh, I got 4 kids, I got this. I'm like, yo, when
mm.
you took my money to edit it, you told me
Right,
pay
right. You
you.
made a commitment. Yeah.
Yeah, so when I finally got it back, right, it was cool, but I kind of wanted like, oh, you could change this, change that. But I knew if I asked for changes, it would take even longer.
More. It would
So I just
it'll
took it
cost
how it
more. It'll
was so I
cost
could put
more.
it out to the people and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So I told myself, I said, you know what, man? I'm about to buy my own camera, man, and I'm about to go on YouTube and figure out how to edit and
Wow.
do this stuff, man. So what I did was I went around the house, had my daughter walk through this door, walk through the
Uh,
door, walk through this and stuff like
right,
that.
right.
Run down the stairs, run up the stairs, come get out the car. and then I would like edit it like how it looked like it's different angles, you know what I'm saying? I was like
That
playing
is
around with it and stuff
amazing.
like that. And I learned how to do like the gunshots. I learned how to do the blood. I learned how to do all of the stuff. And I'm like, I think I can edit. I think I can edit the joint now. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, that is amazing. I
Mhm.
mean, that is so
Mhm.
impressive that you
Yeah.
just able to, because not everybody has the patience to do it. Not everyone has the
Yeah.
time, the commitment that it takes.
But now
And
I
you,
was cheating though. I
yeah.
was cheating though. So what I was doing was since I was one filming it, I would film in a certain way where I knew how to edit it.
Oh,
Like,
whatever
you
works
know.
for you.
So that's how I started. I was like
Yeah.
filming it that way and stuff like that.
I mean, whatever works for you. I mean,
Yeah.
whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, that is truly amazing. And that's also an anointing,
Yeah, definitely.
that had to have been. Yeah. So now, you're starting to make films.
Hmm.
And so now, and I know like a lot of times when you do these casting calls, you connect with, like you said, you connect with so many people. So
Yeah.
how did you get connected with so many of the some heavyweights like the Claudia Jordans, the Riley brothers,
Yeah.
Nelson Davis, and
Yeah.
all these heavyweights that you have, O'Shea Russell. Yeah.
Yeah. So it all of them was like really cool, man. So the first one was Karan Riley. You know what I'm saying? He
Hmm.
was the first one, man. So
Hmm.
first you got to talk to the managers. You can't even talk to these people,
Hmm.
and like you came and you talk everything through the agent and stuff like that, and then you don't see these people till the day it's time to film. So you didn't even have a word with
Right.
these people, man.
Right.
So I seen him when I first seen him. We got on set and we talked outside. He was just getting out the car, and I was walking to my car to get something. Met him outside. We talked for about 30 minutes outside like this. What I need from you, and he was just, I'm pumped up, man. I appreciate you reaching
Oh,
out for me,
wow.
man. This is what I like to
Okay.
do.
He had that.
And I'm like, okay, I like that. He's good and stuff like that. And then he came. He did an amazing job, man. Karan is a really good actor, man, and he's very down to earth. He's easygoing.
Okay.
He he bought his own food because they want to look a certain way. So he bought like apples, and they don't eat like a heavy like that. They eat
Right.
apples,
Right.
drink water and tea and shit like that.
Okay.
So it was that. Then
Yeah.
the next one was Claudia Jordan, man, and she flew in, I think, from Dallas, I think. So flew her in, had to, get her hotel room and stuff like that. So I had the assistant, go pick her up and stuff like that. She comes to the set. And, you think these people are going to be this third, very down there,
Very cool.
very
Yeah,
cool,
I can
man.
see that. I can see that.
Like on the bus, like what's up? What's up, man? Like what's donuts at? You know what I'm saying? So we had like food in there, and put on the makeup chair, man. She was easy to work with, man. Knew her lines, man, and just very professional, man. When you deal with these
Okay.
people, they don't play around. They only get
Right.
upset if you're not on point,
Waste time. You waste time.
because you're
Right.
like, come on, man, like I got me here or y'all not even ready and on time and stuff like that. So as long as
Mhm.
you
Mhm.
a professional, they gonna be good and stuff like that. So she was cool. Then I got I think it was what O'Shea next, and O'Shea was cool, man. O'Shea was really cool. He came with stylists, he has his own like stylists with him and his own people with him and stuff like
Mm.
that.
Wait,
And
who you said? Who was it?
O'Shea.
O'Shea. Okay.
Yep, yep, yep. So he came through. He had stylists for them, real down to earth, man, real down to earth, and gave me some game too. Like I'll be with Tom Perry. This how if you want to do it, this is how Tom
Oh,
Perry can
okay.
do it. So just so you could have a heads up, like boom, 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 type stuff like
Okay.
that. You know what I'm saying?
Which
Then
one?
I
Yeah.
got
Which one? Which one?
so I got a new movie coming out on Valentine's Day called Love Don't Pay
Okay.
the Bills with Blue Kimball and Braley, in it from
Brayley Evans.
Braley Evans. Yeah.
Oh, that's my girl. That's my
Yeah, yeah,
girl.
that's my girl
Can
too.
you,
She's
can
cool.
you, Brayley, can you make your way to my platform, please? I would love to talk to you. So
I
quiet.
put the
Can you
word
help
in
me?
for you. I
Help
put
me.
the
I'll
word
still
in
give
for
me.
you.
I'll still give Brayley Evans.
Yeah, I put the
I
word in for
reached
you.
out to you. I don't know, but can you please just
I,
can you make
I,
some time
I
for
see if
yeah,
I put the
please?
word
I
in for you and
appreciate
stuff
yes.
like that.
Yeah, bring some of these
Yeah,
people to
she
me.
out in
I
LA,
appreciate
man.
that.
Let me tell you
Is she out
something.
in LA?
She out
Okay.
in LA. These people be so busy, man. So
I
just
know, I
getting these
know.
people on the phone and stuff like that. When you even talk to them, you can just tell how more like it's like levels to everything. It was like, hey, what's
Yes.
going on? And they asking the right questions. What's this? How about that? How that? Like they never ever asked me these questions before. So it's like, okay, cool, boom, boom, got stuff straight. I did get to speak to her ahead of time and stuff like that. So
Good,
that's the one I
good.
did get to talk to her, and she was like so cool. You know what I'm saying? very, very bubbly, very friendly personality. Like let's do this. Like, you know what I'm saying? So she
Oh,
was
well,
definitely
yeah,
cool.
I can tell because she's like a
Yeah,
firecracker. I could tell she's just feisty. She's really
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah. She's really cool.
yeah, yeah, she's
So,
outgoing.
yep.
Yeah, but like I
So
said, but just put this out there, just let
I
them
got you
know that
covered, man. I
I
got you covered, man.
I really appreciate that. I
Yeah,
really do. Yeah, but I wanted to ask you also, with just based on all that we've discussed, today,
yeah.
in regards to your film work,
Mhm.
can you tell me in your own words, your own perspective, what makes your work stand out among others? Among others.
Man, that's a good question, but it's an easy question, man. It's originality, man. I've been seeing a lot of people trying to follow the trends. You know, if it's a rom com, everybody's doing rom coms, or if
Hmm.
it's this, everybody's doing it, man. I just pretty much do my own thing, man. Like I said, I like to get people entertained from the jump, man, from the very jump. And that's what I do, man. That's my style. And I have a style where I could put drama, romance, suspense, thriller all in like one. It's not like one genre. You'll label it as one genre, but when you
Right.
watch it, you're like, whoa, this is, X, Y, and Z. So just stuff like that, man. I like to just keep people on their toes, man. I like to keep them glued to the TV screens and stuff like that, man. That's the best thing,
Yes.
man. When you go
Yes.
watch something like, dang, man, I can't wait for it. When they drop something else, you know what I'm saying? Then when they do drop something else, you're like, dang, it's perfect time because ain't nothing else on TV, and this is my stuff. You know what I'm saying? Or I've been watching all this
Yes.
dry stuff just to get by.
Yes.
That
Yes.
that work about to come on. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes. So, oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, that was
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, yeah, yeah. Thank you for that. Good answer. Good answer. And so, you mentioned about the Valentine's Day project coming up. So,
yes,
what else you got going on? That you
That's
can
pretty
talk
much
about?
it, man. That's just it for right now. We got the Valentine's Day project coming out. It's called Love Don't Pay the Bills. It's coming out on Tubi on Valentine's Day. I think this is gonna be a big movie, big success, man. We have Brayley Evans in it. We have Blue Kimball in it. We have Tori Hart, Kevin Hart's ex-wife in the movie.
Okay. Okay.
We have my man Dennis White. Man, he was in the movie Biggie. So we got some like heavy hitters
Yeah,
in it.
that sounds familiar.
Yeah,
You
so
sound,
we got some heavy hitters in this one, man, and this is I think this is my best work yet.
yeah,
So
I'm
if you
looking
like
forward
all
to
the
it.
other stuff,
Yes.
you look out for
It'll be
this.
dope. It'll be dope if I'm able to like be, part of the press tour, like, promoting it. If you're promoting that,
Yeah, most
I think you
definitely.
should.
We starting
I
on
think
Monday. Yeah, we starting on today Friday. We starting
oh,
on Monday.
so
Yeah,
can you come back and,
yeah, of course.
promote
I
it?
got
I
you
mean,
covered.
that would be nice,
I got you covered.
bring a couple of people with you. Bring a couple of people with you.
I got and listen. I'm gonna reach out and let people know and stuff like that. So I'm gonna
Yeah,
see
because I
what's
think
going
it'd
on
be
and stuff
great
like
that, just
that.
promote that movie. Yeah.
I got
You
you
know,
covered. So
and
yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, it's coming on Valentine's Day, and we starting a promotion on Monday, man. So all week we've been busy strategizing
Yeah.
how we're gonna roll out and stuff like that because we are actually competing with Tyler Perry comes out on Valentine's Day as well on
Which
Netflix.
one? The
Yeah, yeah,
Joe's college thing or
yep,
whatever?
yep, yep, yep,
Oh,
yep.
it's coming around that time too?
Same day, yeah, same day.
Say, oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
So
we gotta promote, yeah. So
we
yes,
gotta get
let's
going.
promote
Yeah,
Silk Rice movie. Yeah, Tyler Perry
yep,
got
yep,
all
yep,
the money. He got
yep,
all
yep.
the he got all the money. Yeah, but let's promote Silk White. Let's support
Correct,
his
correct.
brother in this.
So
You see all the heavy hitters that he got on in this movie. So let's promote this. So like
yeah, it's gonna be good, man. Trust me, you're gonna get your
yeah,
money's worth, and it's free, number one. But you're gonna get your money's
yes.
worth. You're gonna be glued to the TV. You're gonna be entertained. You know what I'm saying? And you're not gonna be able to figure this out. What's gonna happen next? And it's gonna be really
Good,
good,
yes.
man. It's called
Yeah, so
Love Don't Pay the
anticipate it.
Bills.
Yes,
Yep.
love don't pay the bills. So yes,
Love
keep
Don't Pay
me
the
in
Bills.
mind.
I
Keep me in
promise I
mind.
got you. Yes,
Promote it.
ma'am.
Yes, and so, but watch both movies. I mean,
Yeah,
support
of
both
course.
Tyler
Yeah,
Perry
I
and
love
Silk
Tyler
Sonic.
Perry, man.
Yeah,
Tyler Perry's
support
my guy.
both. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, but thank you for sharing that. By the way.
Of course.
All right. So now that you got all your ducks in a row when it comes to the business aspect, what's your personal life? I mean, whatever you want to share. What's your personal life look like? Do you have one? Do you get
Yeah.
any sleep? Do you have a
Yeah.
social life?
Yeah, I be chilling out, man. I play video games a lot. I have time. I make
Okay,
time
you're a
to play
gamer.
my video games, right? I play Madden a lot. I like to play the football. I play that. I go out a lot. I travel a lot, actually. You
Good,
know what I'm
good.
saying? So with me, I make like my own schedule. So what I do is I get up
Yes.
early, man, and I do all my work in the daytime. And by
Mhm.
12 o'clock, I'm done with everything. I could just do whatever I want
Okay.
to do. You know what I'm saying? If I don't feel like doing nothing today, I just don't do nothing that day. Or if I want
Okay.
to take a month off and just go on vacation, do whatever I want to do. I just do that and recharge and stuff like that. So it's like Just do what works for you. I don't have like a set system where a regimen where I do this third. It's just how I feel when I get up. I feel feeling creative. I'm
Right.
go with the third of I get up, I work out first, and then after that, it's like whatever I need to do. I want to chill today. I want to, Sundays I watch football all day. I don't do anything on Sundays. I just watch football. So it's like Monday, I might not want to do too much. So I might just chill. I might watch movies and stuff like that because that all helps me when I'm watching things.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
man, that
Yes.
shot is a good shot. Like I mean, I'm like a
Keep
student
yourself
still. You know
sharp.
what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes. Keep your
So
skills
just
on.
stuff like that, and that's pretty much it. I travel a lot and stuff like that. I've been seeing the world and shit, seeing what's going on.
Yes. So you think about filming outside of the country or like filming different like destination
Not
islands?
yet, not yet. I need to scratch off a couple more boxes first because that
Okay.
takes a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's
I
like a
know, I
lot
know.
to.
That's true.
Yeah, and these other people, they are, using other people's money and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
they more
I pay
equipped.
for
Yeah, they more,
everything,
yeah, they more
by
equipped.
myself and
Yes,
stuff. So they
yes,
just got a big budget where they could just blow this
yes,
shit on,
yes.
get the movie done with this amount of money when they got way extra. I use like my own money, so I make sure everything is in order. You
In
know what I'm
order,
saying? Make
right.
sure everything is like smooth and shit like that.
So, you said you had a daughter. Do you have any other children or just the only?
Just got the daughter, man. The daughter is, I said she just turned 18, so it's all good.
She's 18.
Yeah, she just turned 18. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think she
Yeah.
growing. So.
Yeah, so Silk, I'm gonna have a little fun with you. So so I really appreciate all of the
Yeah,
knowledge and the
yeah.
gems that you presented to us. You did a great job presenting, all of this to us. So I want to do a little bit of this or that.
Here they come, yo. Here they come.
Yeah, so this or that. So I come up with just random stuff off
No,
the
you get
top
it.
of my head, and you have to
Hmm.
choose one or the other. You can't plead the fifth. You can't say both.
Hmm.
You gotta choose one or the other.
I got you. Let's do it.
All right. Oh, okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
All right. So all right, so let's see. And I had it too. Oh. Honeydew or cantaloupe. It just okay. Honeydew or cantaloupe.
Cantaloupe.
Okay. Tears of a Hustler or All I Want Is You.
Tears of Hustle.
Oh, they always said that real quickly. Okay.
Hmm.
And just so you know, Tears of a Hustler, like I said before, that's and All I Want Is You. Those are both movies by Silk White. So make sure you check those both out. And they both have sequels. Well, there's 3 installments of Tears of a Hustler, and there's 2 installments of All I Want Is You.
Yep.
Yeah. But all I could think about is Claudia shooting that baby. Shooting that baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, she just did it. It's just so
Mm.
cold. Okay. And I was like, just a little spoiler, but I was like,
But yeah.
shoot the baby.
Listen, man, that emotions and
I
that
was
stuff.
like, oh my God. Okay. I just all right. So all right. So I don't know if you're familiar. I'm gonna take you back real quick. I'm gonna take you back. Heaven Must Be Like This by the Ohio Players, or You Are My Sunshine by the OJs. Do you need me to help you out with that?
No, I know that. You are my sunshine.
Okay.
Mm.
Oh, you already know.
I'm old school, man. I got old
Yeah,
soul.
okay, okay. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
So Teddy Riley or Jermaine Dupri?
Um, Teddy Riley, man.
Okay. Boys in the Hood or I say Jody. Boys in the Hood or Baby Boy?
Boys in the Hood.
Oh, okay. Now, John Singleton or Spike Lee?
John Singleton.
Why am I not surprised?
Mm.
All right. So, pearls or diamonds?
Diamonds.
Gold or silver?
Go.
Frozen yogurt or sorbet? I think that's what you call it.
Sherbert.
Sherbet.
Yeah.
She said sherbet.
Yeah, I'll take.
You should be back. I try to be fancy with it.
Yeah,
I try to
I'll
be
take.
fancy. Sorbet.
Yeah.
Sherbet.
I'll take sherbet. Yeah.
I haven't had sherbet in so long, but yeah.
Yeah, me either. But I loved it when I did have it.
Yeah. Right. So,
Mhm.
ice cream, chocolate or vanilla?
Vanilla.
Are you a butt man or a breast man?
Oh, but
All right. So Jewel Hill or okay, Jewel Hill or Jagged Edge.
Jagged Edge.
Okay. Now, another one. Get Going by Ideal or what's that? What's that? I mean, I know the song. I don't know the title, but it's by Profile. You're a liar, a cheater, deceiver, heartbreaker. Now I
Yeah.
won't let you back. So that one, like,
I
yeah,
like
that
that
one
one.
will Get Gone. That one,
That one. Yeah.
the lot. But what you know what it's called?
Mm-mm. I know exactly what you're talking about, though.
Yeah, right, right. Yeah, I had to sing it out because that's
Yeah.
yeah, I know the title. Okay, now one more.
Mhm.
Soul Food the series or Soul Food the movie?
So cool, the movie.
Thank you so much. Good job. You played the game. You played it well.
Man,
Was that fun for
appreciate you.
you?
Yeah, everything was good, man.
Uh,
It was good. Anytime you can ask me anything, man. I ain't one of those type of people like that. I really don't care.
Okay, so you're like an open book until you're telling me to mind my business. I'm an open book. Oh, you can say it. I'm really candid, and I tell no comment. Yeah. So now, before we wrap up, Silk, I really want to get these two questions to you.
Yeah, of
You
course.
know, and I enjoy the responses that I get so far. I really enjoy them. So now, if you had the opportunity to have 5 people at the
Mhm.
seat of your table, who would they be and why? I need the why for each person, dead or alive.
Man, I would go with Jay Z, man. I would go with Jay Z. I would go with Tyler Perry.
No, why Jay Z?
Jay Z, man, because he basically raised me with his music and stuff, and he's been so successful in like business, man. Like I told you, I like to learn from, people who have like more than me and stuff like that. I will go Tyler Perry next because he has broken down like barriers in the film industry that I'm trying to follow behind his footsteps. So the same way I'm doing it, he might know easier way. Like you just take this, you're doing it the hard way. It's this, and the third. And just
Mhm.
have him as a mentor would be good and stuff like that. He owns all his stuff. I own all of my stuff. So it's like he could tell me like how to get to the
How to acquire? Mhm.
you understand what I'm saying? The third one would be he's dead, but it would be like Young Dolph, man. I really like Young Dolph's
Young Dolph.
music.
Oh, mm.
Yeah, and I
Yeah,
liked he was independent as well.
yeah.
And he like kind of was big time, but independent, meaning he gets all the money. And I would love to
Yes. Mhm. More
meet him.
creative control. Mhm.
Yeah, pick his brain and stuff like that. The next one is I don't know. I don't know. Two more. I
No,
don't
one
know.
more. You have, no, it's one more. You have Jay Z, Tyler Perry, um,
Dolph.
Dolph. Oh, okay, 2 more. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, I might do 50 Cent, man. I like how 50 Cent does business and might bounce back. And the fifth one will be Donald Trump, actually. I would like to sit
Mm,
down and talk to Donald Trump, man. I know a lot of people don't like him and stuff like that,
mhm.
but so much you
This is
can
your
learn.
table.
Yeah, so much you could like learn from him because
What you want to learn from him? Like, I'm curious. Like, would you
I'm,
want to learn from him? Like,
I'm
what
saying
would you ask? Mhm.
yeah, so much you can learn from him because he, got all these big buildings and all this big real estate stuff, and went bankrupt and came back to be a billionaire again. It's like that not that president stuff. I don't know politics. I don't
Right.
like politics.
Yes.
I don't vote. I
Yes.
can't vote. I'm a
Mhm.
felon. I don't care about that. But I know a lot of people be angry with people. A lot of black people be angry with people, and this is just my opinion. I think a lot of black people should learn from the people that they don't like because
Mm,
they could do it, like learn how to not pay
okay.
taxes, learn how to not do
Mm,
that stuff,
that's
so that
interesting.
way
Okay.
you can't say I pay more taxes than this person. I'm like, well, why? How? Let's figure it out. Let's try to find out how you're doing it
Yeah.
so
Mm,
we could do it. You know what I'm saying? Fuck if you like
okay.
them or not, learn and get the knowledge, and then you could do it for your whole family and teach your people, teach our people how to do the same thing that
Right.
these people are doing.
Facts.
Instead of being so angry with these people, you feel what I'm saying? Let's get the
Take
information.
from them. Take
The
from them.
same
Yeah.
way they do to us. They take
Yeah.
our
Take from us.
sauce. They take our sauce and take over
Yeah.
our stuff. We need to do the same things to them, but you got to start at the top, and he's at the top. So that's why I want to sit just so I can get
Mm.
the information, you know, from stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I
Oh,
don't. I
okay. I
think
like that.
I don't think he's the brightest, but I think he knows business. With
Yes.
with the other
Yes.
stuff, he's a fool. But his business shit. He got it with the business shit. If you could
Okay,
run all
I
these
like that.
casinos in Manhattan and
Yeah, right. You know,
you
right,
could do all of that stuff. I want that information. Forget all the other stuff. I
right.
would like to talk about that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know. Good. I mean, thank you for that. No,
You
thank
know,
you for
of course.
sharing it.
Yeah, I can't vote in. I got a felony. I don't care about that stuff. That stuff never, president never phased me. Like, who's the president? I don't care. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
But
I'm
you
one of
should
those
to
type
some
of
degree,
people.
because somebody running your government, you got to, care just a little bit, just a
Yeah,
little bit.
I'm
Yeah.
starting to a little bit now, but
Yeah, yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
care.
care a little bit more, care a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
gonna
all
work on it.
right. Now, Silk,
Yes, ma'am.
who would get the big piece of chicken and why?
The big piece of chicken in the house or what?
On the table, out of the five at the table. Not in the house. We say the house.
I'm like, huh? The big piece of chicken and why, man? I don't know, man. They all pretty much like billionaires, man. So it's hard to say, man. It's hard to say. I think it might have to go to Tyler Perry though, man, because they all billionaires, Trump, him, Jay-Z, right? But I think Tyler Perry might have had a little bit more different because in the film industry is nothing but the white people who run everything, Hollywood and this and the third, you know what I'm saying? With the music industry is a little bit different and stuff like that. They want black people, they want that black music. And in the movie industry, they don't really care about black people's stories. They say we can't sell, we can't do nothing. So for him to get to where
Yeah.
he got
Mhm.
to, in midst of all of that, I will say he had to get the big piece of chicken because you only could imagine what that was like or what how he had to
Absolutely.
prove himself and
Yes.
certain things like that. So
Absolutely.
I would definitely go with my man Tyler Perry.
Nice, nice. So now this question I take from the late James Lipton from Inside the Actor Studio. So
Okay.
Silk White, when you enter into the pearly gates, what would you
Mhm.
want God to say?
That I was a good person. That's number one. I did right. And I did what I thought was right. Even if it turned out to not be right, that my mind and my heart was in a good place and stuff like that, and that I got a good spirit, and that'll be it.
Well, as your earthly sister from New York, I well done, my brother, and continue to prosper in your career and your journey. May God continue to bless you on your journey. I think you're doing a great job so far, and it's only up from there. As I know you're just getting started
Yes,
as a
ma'am.
young filmmaker, entrepreneur, um, business investor, like all these things, innovator,
Right. Thank you.
marketing and branding strategist, all those things. Don't downplay and don't overlook those things. I really appreciate all that you've given to us, all that you presented to us in the entertainment world. I thank you for just giving the space and opportunity for others to be able to absorb whatever it is that you was able to acquire, a lot of it on your own, by the way. So I just want to just give you while I'm, while you're here today, I just want
Thank
to
you.
give you your flowers and let
Thank
you
you.
know that you're very well appreciated, and I definitely appreciate you coming to my platform because you didn't have to.
Yeah,
You
no,
really
of
didn't.
course.
And
Thank
so I really appreciate that. And I hope, like I said, that this might be the first interaction that we have. It will
you.
be
Yes, of
one of
course.
many. And so thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. This is Silk White in the building.
Appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, peace out.
Lisa. Yes. So that was Silk White. I mean, person that he's just amazing. I mean, I was just getting so much from him. I mean, so many gems, so many outlets, so many things that he was able to do. He came from the projects. He came from um, acquiring the lifestyle that led him to several stints in jail, but he was able to overcome those obstacles and become one of the most um, sought after urban filmmakers of all time. He was able to use his use his finances in order to make further investments and build that generational wealth. He was able to acquire the financial literacy that we need to teach our children, that we need to acquire ourselves. And I know a lot of times, even myself, I know it's very scary, very risky to kind of get into that because you feel like, okay, I'm living from paycheck to paycheck, or I don't have it like that. By the time I pay my bills and by the time I get some groceries, there's nothing really left. And I want to do so many other things. I want to explore other options. People like Silk White they'll be able to kind of give you some type of level of assurance to where, kind of lead you into those possibilities. So I just really hope that you gain so many perspectives, so much knowledge from his story, from his journey. I really appreciate him coming through. I really do, because, like I said, I'm honored to have him here, and I'm hoping that we do get the opportunity to organize uh, um, a promotion of his new movie. Make sure you check it out on Valentine's Day. Love Don't Pay the Bills, and so hopefully we'll be able to, like I said, organize and arrange. Where I'm able to talk to him again, as well as some of the cast members of the movie, if they're able to get them together, but either way, hopefully we'll be able to come back to promote that film. But in the meantime, I want you to do what my boy Cover Michaels will say.
Like, share, and subscribe. Yeah, you gotta like, share, and subscribe.
Oh, I like that.
You like the
Yeah.
content,
Yes,
share,
I
and
like that.
subscribe. Oh,
Yeah.
you got to like, share, and subscribe.